Shakespeare for Noobs. Now, we have gotten to the episode that most people have been waiting for. Or haven't, really, to be honest, but I don't think most people care. But we are covering Romeo and Juliet. Before we get into this Shakespeare for Noobs episode, I've got to talk about the greatest version of Romeo and Juliet, the most iconic, the best film, the best storytelling, the best cinematography, the best Romeo and Juliet film of all time. Of course I'm talking about the known version. That was my shit. When I tell you, when I was in secondary school and I would go home on the bus with my green wired headphones, I will play this tune, banging this out, and I had no idea it was Lady Gaga. Because I thought she just shook her ass for a living, but nah. Woo! She's got a brilliant voice. I need to hear it. Come on. Comes to tip you up your stew. No, you know what I need? Hello, hello! What a surprise, hello, hello. I'm not alone, it's good to know someone's out there to say hello. Hello. Oh. Okay. Hey, fun's over. Let's get to the video. Okay, so in the beginning, we have Montague and Capulet. Two different families that are both rivals. They don't like one another. Why? Knows. Who cares? All you need to know is that these two families really despise and hate one another. Okay, so we're on the streets of Verona, and we have these two Capulets coming in on this street, and they are trying to start a fight with two Montagues. Whilst they are about to scrap, both Tybalt from Capulet and Benvolio from Montague come into the picture now. Now, what you got to know about this bloke called Tybalt is he is a very, 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 very aggressive and him and Benvolio, basically, they see one another, and well, it went something like this.
Fat fucking prick. Did you fucking say, you mug? You fucking heard, you fat fucking
And then it all kicks off. All the civilians come in, and they all want a piece of this brawl, because naturally, people are evil. So everything's kicking off, they're fucking fighting and fucking dodging. Come in. Ooh. Hey, that almost hit me, you mug. Come at me, you mug. And then Prince Ascanius comes into the frame and basically smacks everyone on the wrist. That bloody hurt, that did. And essentially threatens death if the violence keeps on going on. Hey, who do you think you are, mate? Just because you're like some fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you think you want to come at me? You think you're going to threaten me? And I start to go, do what you want.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Now we are in a forest because Montague asked Benvolio, after all this fighting malarkey, to go find his son Romeo. To which he does, and he finds it in a green forest. And Romeo, so we meet Romeo now, and Romeo is very lovesick because of this chick called Rosaline. Hang on a minute, oi! Come here. What do you mean another character called Rosaline? Couldn't you be a bit more original? What do you mean Romeo and Juliet came out before As You Like It? I don't care, mate. Why have you got two Rosalines? Shakespeare is not original, I swear. But yes, Romeo is in the forest moping and crying about this Rosaline girl. Hey, yo, son. We've all been there, my friend. We've all been there. We've all got our heart broken, and we all have a Rosaline in our lives. It's okay, you know. It's alright. And Benvolio, being a great mate, tells Romeo naturally that there's more fish in the sea.
Look, it's just an act, right? Okay.
In the Capulet Palace, a character called Paris. A character called Paris is asking Capulet for his daughter's hand in marriage. But Capulet says, yo, mate, she's only 14. But then Paris is like, no, I don't care if she's 14. I don't care if I'm How old's Paris meant to be? Hold on. Ah, so Paris is around 22! Okay. So yeah, Paris wants to marry this child.
I'm getting the word.
But Capulet instead invites Paris to a party he's throwing that night. And he gives one of his servants a guest list. However, this one servant cannot read. So, what do you think he does? He goes and finds Romeo and Benvolio to ask them to read out the guest list for him. I mean, he knows who the they are. They're the rival family. Why would you go to them to ask for help? Why couldn't you just ask Capulet then and there? Oh, fucking stupid. But the conversation basically went like this.
Yeah, so guys, I need a little help reading, because I seem to left my glasses at home.
Yeah, well, we'll help you, ain't it? Yeah, lads, we'll help you. We'll help him out. So it basically says here, your guests are your mum, your sister, Romeo, Benvolio, Mercutio, well, I can't say that name, and John Ada. Who's John Ada? I don't even know. So then after basically invites themselves to the party, before the actual party, Romeo is still very... Fucking Rosaline, where the out the... Rosaline, was I just not big enough for you? Was I just not enough for you? Well, I could do whatever you want, you know, I'll do it. I'll be your man of your dreams. I wasn't like, what the hell has Orlando got that I haven't? Huh? What? Is it because he's got the biggest? And then Benvolio basically goes up to Romeo and is like, yo, Romeo, listen. Let's go to this party, come on. Because there's going to be a lot of bitches there. You know, you can have your pick of the crop, so to speak. You know, it'd be great. Hey, you know Rosaline's going to be there as well. Yeah, maybe we can go. Maybe it won't be too bad if we went. So, Juliet's mum, Lady Capulet, Juliet and the nurse are all discussing about marriage because for some God knows reason, a 14-year-old girl is, well, wifey material. But, alas, they are all discussing what the hell Juliet is going to do with her life. And it's at this point Juliet considers Paris because no one else seems to be interested in her whatsoever.
She said she was 12.
Okay, and now we're with Romeo, Mercutio and Benvolio and we're going to the party and
I've got nothing left.
will you shut up moaning? Honestly, you're killing my vibe. I swear to God, if you get in my way at that party, I'm gonna kill you early. We're not even get to the end of this play. Don't get in my f***ing way. So yeah, we're going to the party and Romeo here is getting a little pre-match, well, having some pre-match nerves. And of course, the lads are thinking, well, they don't want to be spotted in this party just in case shit goes down. So, lads, we've all brought our masks, yeah? Yeah? Alright, let's mask up. Okay, there we go. You ready? Right, let's go. Gang. And then the three gentlemen and myself infiltrated the party. So, you know what that means. Hey, let's go! Hey, all party, all boogie and dance. Hey. This is great. This is the love of me. Who am I? Me. I'm my fair lady's best friend. That's who I am, G. Oh, this is for the slow dancing, I see. Okay, this is my chance. Yo, what's up? Hey, I see you ain't got a partner. Would you care to join me on this dance? Now, this mask, don't worry, it's not a disguise, because you can see half my face. So what is it? Well, I think you can tell right now I'm a very kinky lad. You'll be seeing a lot of this in the bedroom. Or do I hear a slight tremble in your voice? Oh, really? Well, how about you come and paint me like one of your French girls? Oh, really? Oh, baby. Oh, this is why they call me Barry White. Oh, yeah. What? What happened? What happened? She came on to me. Oh, you've been caught as well. Yo, can I get your number? Oh, great. Who is it? Who gave us up? Who? Oh, that f***ing Romeo. I told him. He ruined your fun as well. Oh, honestly, that boy. Oh, I kill him. Oh, I'm knocking him out. I see him. I'm gonna kill him. Yeah. We know. We got a bounce. Okay. See ya. Yeah, so what happened was Romeo and Juliet met for the first time, and naturally they both fell in love, and Romeo basically f***ed off Rosaline like that. So I don't think you actually loved Rosaline in the first place. And as Romeo and Juliet were chatting away, Tybalt recognised Romeo, to which then the whole party had to stop, ruin my fun, but luckily for all of us, Capulet stopped Tybalt from, causing a massive ruckus, because Capulet didn't want any violence in his palace. And now that Tybalt has revealed Romeo and Capulet put a stop to it, Juliet and Romeo realise who each other are. And Juliet naturally goes, so you're telling me, out of all the f***ing families in the entire world, you had to be a Montague? Out of all the families, what are the odds? What are the chances? What are the chances out of all of them I had to fall in love with a Montague? There's so many more families. What f***ing idiot wrote this? Who wrote me to fall in love with my family's arch rival's son? Who wrote that, huh? Who did this to me? Anywho, after Romeo and Benvolio and Mercutio and myself have been booted out of the palace, Romeo actually stays behind and hides. To which we get the most iconic Shakespeare scene of all time. Oh, Romeo, where thou art thou, Romeo? Why'd you gotta be a f***ing Montague? Why? I love you, but you're a Montague. And you know that's true because it rhymed. And yes, Juliet confesses her love for Romeo even though it's only been f***ing 5 minutes. To which Romeo is being a peeping Tom nearby and overhears Juliet's, confession of love for himself. And naturally, Romeo bursts out from the bushes and confesses his love to her as well. Juliet, oh Juliet, I love you. I love you so much. Just throw down a piece of your underwear. And they'd have the balcony scene. Do you know how many times I've recreated that exact balcony scene in my actual own personal real life? Exactly. Not enough, bruv. And then Romeo goes to his good friend Friar Lawrence to basically ask him to marry him and Juliet behind closed doors. And Friar Lawrence actually considers this because he is thinking, if a Montague and a Capulet marry, then that might end this blood feud between the families. My only question, who the f*** is Friar Lawrence? Oh yeah, so Friar Lawrence is the holy man, that's why he gives a shit.
Well, I figured
What the hell?
Juliet's nurse is actually in on the plan as well. Friar Lawrence wrote to the nurse and told her about everything, and the nurse is fully on board. And then the wedding happens between Montague and Capulets, bringing them together. And in attendance we have, well, obviously the narrator and Friar Lawrence doing the ceremony, and the nurse being a witness to Zed's ceremony. And it was a beautiful service. Right, you did a great job, Friar Lawrence. I'm f***ing tired, alright? F*** off. I don't want to be here. And thus, Romeo and Juliet are now married. In secret. Back on the streets of Verona, Tybalt is pacing back and forth looking for Romeo because he absolutely murder Romeo, because Romeo crashed the party the other day. But then Tybalt comes across Mercutio and Benvolio, and Tybalt's giving it all that, and then these two are giving it all that, and it's like, oh, it's just verbal back and forth, and then, oh my god, okay, here comes Romeo. Here's Romeo. What's he gonna do? What's Romeo gonna do? Oh, he doesn't want to fight. What a wimp! Kick his ass. I don't care if he's your secret cousin-in-law. Kick his ass. Oh, Mercutio has stepped up because well, he's thinking he's got bigger than baby, give it up, baby, give it up. He obviously thinks he's got more cojones than Romeo, and he's challenging Tybalt to a duel.
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Oh, this is intense. Oh! Tybalt just killed Mercutio. Oh, and then Romeo just killed Tybalt. Oh, it's all kicking off on the streets.
Vote live for Black TV. White folks are dead. We're getting the out of here.
And then Romeo flees to Friar Lawrence. Meanwhile, Capulet comes into play and sees Tybalt, his nephew, there, dead on the floor. He also sees Mercutio, but I guess he just takes one look at Mercutio and goes, oh, scum, peasant boy. But he notices Tybalt, and he's like, no! Who could have done this? Who could have done this? Romeo. I swear on Zeus's name, when I see Romeo, I'm gonna kill him. He should be killed for killing my nephew Tybalt. I'm gonna strip him of everything he has. I'm gonna rip his guts out. I'll have his guts for garters. I'm going to kill him for him killing Tybalt. I'm absolutely going to kill the absolute shit out of him. He must be dead, murdered right now. You serious? It was Tybalt's. Tybalt caused it. Alright, well, can't kill Romeo then, because that would put our family back generations. You know, let's just pretend these two souls here, I don't know, died of food poisoning. I hate that Mr. up there. He does awful pies. Let's put these two boys to rest, and we'll not kill Romeo, but we'll banish him. I think banishment is the right call here. Yes, Romeo is to be banished. Even though I do not own this land, I'm not the king of this land, nor the prince. But I still say he should be banished. Prince, come here. If you know what's best for the land, you will banish Romeo. Here's 20 quid. So Romeo is banished. Juliet has just heard the news about her cousin and Romeo and Miriam. Well, basically all what went down. And naturally, she didn't give a shit about her cousin and only cared about Romeo. Your cousin just got killed and you don't care. I don't care. I don't care about that Romeo. He's Romeo done in my eyes. Here, evil. So yeah, Juliet is absolutely worried about Romeo. And she obviously doesn't want him banished because she'll never see him again. And now that Capulet is at his wit's end with the Montagues, and he's at his wit's end with his daughter, he's thinking now, right, So, this Romeo fella has just killed my nephew and wants to put his embryos in my daughter. Well, come here, Juliet, come here. You're gonna marry Paris. And that's it. End of. No, I don't want to hear daddy this, daddy that. You are gonna marry Paris, whether you like it or not. Go to your room. Kids. Yeah, so Paris is very excited to marry Juliet. I guess he doesn't want to wait till she's 15. Romeo and Juliet meet once again in secret. Don't ask me how, but yeah, they do. They have one final night together. Well, room for one more. I'm joking. Go on, do your thing. And then at dawn, they both part for the final time. And Romeo f***s off, and Juliet, well, stays put. And then Paris comes up to Juliet, and Paris says to Juliet, Juliet, my darling, I know we are to be wed, and I love you so much. I do. You may not love me as much as I love you, but I will cherish you. I will do all the work. I will love you till the day I die. And yes, we will be together in holy matrimony. Just you and me in front of the stars, in front of the lovely shoreline. Our grandchildren will be playing around, and I'll love you until you, well, and until we both perish in heaven. And then Juliet goes and refuses Paris. Now Juliet, who doesn't want to marry Paris and would rather die, is very suicidal in this moment in her life because naturally. And she goes to Friar Lawrence, the only person she can trust, because the nurse bloody wants her to marry Paris now as well. So, oh, you've changed your tune, haven't you? So yes, Juliet goes to Friar Lawrence and basically says, Friar, what am I going to do? I don't want to marry Paris. I love Romeo. Please help me. Please. Then Friar thinks for a moment. And then he comes up with an idea. My darling, take this. This is a potion. Once you consume this potion, it will make you look like you are dead for 48 hours. That way, everyone will think you're dead. And then they'll put you in a tomb. And then when you're in that tomb, I'll tell Romeo. Romeo will come, collect you, and you can run off into the sun together. You'll tell Romeo, yeah? Like, you're not going to do something stupid like not tell him, so when he actually comes to the tomb, he thinks I'm actually dead, and then he ends up, like, killing himself or something because he wants to join me in the afterlife. Oh, you youngsters come up with the most strangest things. Just take that potion and trust me, I'll do the rest. Well, I guess I better write a letter to Romeo then. Meanwhile, Juliet goes back to her palace, to her father and to Paris and to basically everyone, and says and she agrees to the wedding. So then they host a nice wedding celebration. Ooh. Alright, I get it. You don't want to see a dance. And I'm not invited. Alright. I'm sorry, I've been told. But they host some form of wedding celebration to where Juliet basically participates, and then when it's all said and done, she drinks the potion. And then her family see her dead body. And they're like, no, I swear it's those pies. Those pies are killing everyone, man. They're killing everyone. What are you putting in those pies? So then they take her body to the tomb. And now you're about to see some unseen footage of Friar Lawrence about to send his letter to Romeo explaining all the details of his plan. Yours sincerely, Friar Lawrence. Okay, now who to post it with? And Romeo at this point has heard the news that Juliet has topped herself or eaten a dodgy pie. Either way, he thinks she's dead. So naturally, he goes to a drug dealer and buys some poison. I mean, what happened to more fish in the sea? You met one fish and that turned out bad. You meet another fish and she's just washed ashore. So why don't you just go and find another fish? There's fish in the pies. Got ya. I mean, it doesn't matter, mate. Look, she's dead. If it's what God intended, it's what God intended. Just move on. Deal with it. And, well, Romeo's letter from Friar Lawrence is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, Barry?
Yeah, John?
Yeah, you want to see this letter, mate?
Oh, what is it?
Oh, it's addressed to someone called Romeo.
What, Romeo?
Yeah, Romeo. Yeah. Romeo done. Yeah, what should I do with it?
Yeah, I'll chuck it away if I was you. Yeah, save our time.
You sure?
Yeah, I would if I was
Yeah,
you.
alright. And then Romeo heads off to the tomb.
And not you, nor anybody else on this planet is gonna make me change my mind.
And now we come back to Romeo as he enters the tomb of Capulet. But Paris is already there and he is putting flowers on Juliet's body. And then Paris notices Romeo and naturally Paris thinks that Romeo wants to do some dodgy things to Juliet's corpse. So naturally Paris draws his sword and goes to strike Romeo and Romeo draws his sword and they start going back and forth and then Romeo kills Paris. Bloody hell, Romeo, you're racking up these numbers, son. Jesus Christ. And then Romeo takes one look at Juliet, kisses her on her forehead, takes the poison and consumes it and then dies beside her. And then Friar Lawrence just seems to just walk in for some odd reason, notices their bodies, goes, oh, f*** this, and then f***s off. Bit of a pointless addition, Shakespeare, if I do say so myself.
Great Scott.
But as Romeo dies, Juliet's potion wears off and she comes to and she sees Romeo's dead body next to her and she, well, is thinking, I told him, I told that Friar Lawrence, I told him, what I say, I told you this was going to happen, I told him it was going to happen. Romeo, let me kiss you, please. Give me some of that poison. So Juliet kisses Romeo in hoping that the poison from Romeo's poison, or the poison in his man, there's still some, so she can top herself as well. However, unfortunately for her, or fortunately for her, she doesn't get any poison. So she naturally does what every character in Shakespeare does, tops herself, and she does it by taking a sword and shoving it right up her ass. And then she dies next to Romeo and Paris. So technically, there are 3 dead bodies, all side by side by one another in this little tomb. God, can you imagine what some people must have thought went down in that tomb? So yes, so then Juliet is dead and Romeo is done as well. He is done. Romeo done. I've been waiting for that joke. Oh, so they're all dead. And then Capulet and Montague, they come in with all the families and basically everyone because of the fight between Romeo and Paris caused a very big ruckus and it got the attention of everyone. So then everyone comes into the scene and sees the dead bodies and, well, naturally everyone is feeding like egg. And then Friar Lawrence comes in and explains what happened and explains how you selfish sons of bitches, you with your feud, you with your rivalries, look what you've done. You've killed them. They didn't kill themselves, you killed them. I mean, yes, he drank potions, she stabbed herself, but you guys did it, not them. They were innocent, they were young. How old is Romeo meant to be? Romeo's meant to be 17. F***ing oh, he said, yeah, tour. My God, these players full of predators. You know what, on second thought, I think it's a win for us. We just got rid of the creme de la creme of, well, I'm not going to finish this joke, but you understand where I'm going with it. And yes, the play ends by the families coming together and bonding over their prodigies' deaths. And yes, they come together, but it's a bit too f***ing late, isn't it? But anyway, the families join, the blood feud is ended, and all the families come together in peace. And unfortunately, that is the end of the characters of Romeo and Juliet. But fortunately for me, that is the end of the story and the end of the play. You know, that took something out of me. I think I've lost my voice. Oh, God. But yes, this was Romeo and Juliet. Did this help? Did this help you understand the story of Romeo and Juliet? Or did it not? You know, I'm probably still going to be confused after this. But yeah, this was Romeo and Juliet. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on there. Well, basically, if you like the story of Romeo and Juliet, and is there any other Shakespeare plays you want to see me cover next? But before you go, are you a fan of the musical Cats? Because me, well, I'm not going to tell you. In fact, I'm going to leave it as a surprise. If you want to know whether or not I like cats or not, then you will love this video right here, where I basically break down all my thoughts and feelings about this musical Cats, and whether or not I personally think if it's overrated, underrated, or if it's just properly rated. So, what are you waiting for? Click on this video right now and check it out and see my thoughts on the musical Cats.